Hi guys, this is Desi from Mystical Smiles. In conjunction with Glorydays Grill, we are on our third video, our third week. It's a tutorial that you can learn to do at home to face paint your kids that are in lockdown and bouncing off the walls. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be super simplified for you. You probably only really need one paintbrush for this and white. However, for the actual princess crown that I'm going to show, you can use a sponge. If you go to Michael's Crafts shop, you can get a sponge. The thick white makeup sponges don't work. The paint will not penetrate through there. So you need almost like a craft sponge that's going to absorb the paint. And they usually have some that are shaped like this. Maybe you might be able to find one shaped like this. If not, that's okay. You don't have to have this shape. You can utilize just this. I normally will pass it by the paint and do like a stamp here to get the shape of the crown. You don't have to do that. You can come over, you can squeeze these, you can manipulate it, put the stamp here, and then with a baby wipe wrapped around your finger, shape the crown part. Super easy. So, if you don't even want to do this part of the crown, you can take this, have them close their eyes, and lay it like this and go down. Lay it like this or go down. If you don't want to do it that way, we can just do it on the outside. So I'm going to show you with this sponge. Again, you might be able to shape that other sponge with a pair of scissors. But this is about the easiest thing. Now, everybody wants to be Elsa. So, again, you may not have my fancy schmancy paints. You don't need to. All you need is the color blue. Get the right color blue. If you go to Michael's, you can buy Snazzaroo. Buy a face paint there. Just be careful about where it's coming from. I'm not too thrilled about paints that are made in China or in Mexico, because I don't trust them. Not that there's, I just like something that's made here that I know that's been FDA approved. So, and sometimes it's not even that they're dangerous. They might have a staining quality on them, and your kid might be going around for a couple of days looking like a Smurf. So, we are going to do this really easy, Elsa. So I'm going to take my sponge. And again, this is just like a stamp. I'm going to put it right here in the center at this point. See, I'm going to turn it around here first so I can see it. And you're just tapping. Hear that? Sounds a little hollow in there. So that's going to be the top part of your crown. Now you're going to take this and with half of one side, do that, and half of the side, do that. See? Now, with this sponge, you can create this side. Okay, and then we can come around and do it again here. Now again, if you don't find this sponge, you can actually hand paint the blue on with just a 3/4 brush. I'm just going to just link that together. And again, this does not have to be perfect. So I'm going to show you, if you have a 3/4 brush, right, you can still, you just dip the little end in water. You don't oversaturate it. Back and forth. We call that loading. Just a little more. And you can form the crown with the brush. Paint over the eyebrow like this. So, I mean, we know we're all on lockdown, and, it's hard to get some things you don't really want to leave the house much, but you want to keep the kids entertained. Everybody stays safe. So you can either do it again with this sponge, with this sponge, or with a brush. And you don't have to have multiple colors. If it's Elsa, just blue is fine. If you want to do a different princess, they like pink, they like purple, then you might want to invest in some other colors. Now you're going to take your smaller brush, which could be a number 5. Brushes do have numbers on the end of them. This one I've used so much. Yep, this is a number 5. I've used it so much that the numbers are erasing. So now it's just what we call teardrops. At the tip of your brush, you're going to press down and release the pressure and make a thin line. Press down and release the pressure. You're still keeping contact, but you're just changing the pressure of the brush. And then you can do it reverse. Here, you're going to do little teardrops going up. Good. Maybe you want to get fancy and do a little curl here. Get fancy, do another little curl. Again, these are just simple designs that you can do at home that are fast. Now, for the side, guess what? It's just a teardrop, press and lift, 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 press and lift. You can do as many of these little teardrops as you want. I mean, this is your princess. You can make her look any way you want. Even over here, you could maybe do a little curl. I mean, there's no magical way, no set way. Maybe you want to do dots. You can do dots. Look at that. Sometimes you can even carry the dots over. Maybe you want to give her a little twinkle. And again, it's all about pressing and lift, pressing and lift, pressing and lift, little flicks. Look at that. Now, the professionals usually have a lip paint that we put on, but I don't really recommend that for home, and sometimes kids lick it and it's gone, and then they keep coming over you a million times. Mommy, I lost my lips. Mommy, I lost my lips. So this is just fine. And then, again, get glitter, but get cosmetic glitter, not the type of glitter that you use for, projects at school. That's too coarse. It's itchy. It hurts. You want a very thin kind of cosmetic glitter that you can sprinkle on, or put a little on the end of your finger. If you have chapstick at home that isn't used, you can dedicate the chapstick just to this. You put your finger on the chapstick, dab a little bit there so it's sticky, then go and stick your finger in the glitter and put it around like this, and it will stick. And so now you have a really easy to do at home princess. So thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for next week where we do another design. Glorydays wants to know that we miss you guys. We miss having you for family night, and we want the kids to stay safe and be, entertained. And we look forward to seeing you again when things normalize and you can come in and sit in the restaurant. But till then, we are open for takeout. The food is still just as fantastic. Come on by and get something. And always start your day and end it with a little bit of glitter!